Alright, I want to thank you for tuning in. There's a couple things that we need to work on this afternoon. I just got home from work. It's been raining all day and it stopped, so I'm really excited to get a few things done. One of the main things we need to get done is move the goats. I want to show you guys the work that they've done. So when I talk about letting your animals do the work for you, this is a great example of the goats. Look at what they did to this area that I have them in. This area, you couldn't even see the Premier One fence on the other side. This was as thick as where you see those purple flowers. And now it's all cleared out. It is ready for mulch. So what we're going to be doing is going to find these guys a new location. And we just got some new mulch. I'm not going to be able to do it today for time-wise, but we're going to end up mulching this so none of these weeds grow back and we can improve our garden and make our garden a lot bigger than it currently is. So the other thing that we need to check on are the bees. I think they swarmed. What that means is basically they flew away. Last night, noticed there wasn't a lot of activity, so you know, put my ear against the hive and I heard nothing. So we're gonna check that. If they swarm, then I'm just gonna take everything down and harvest the honey that we have left. If I open it up and they've just clustered and they're just closer together, then that's awesome. Then I might try to winterize them a little sooner then, because it is getting, it's just turned fall, it is getting a little cold, and I don't want them to fly away. So if we have time tonight, I'm going to do that too. But let's get this, get these goats moved. I got the weed whacker, I got to do a little maintenance where I want to put them, and let's get this moved. Yeah,
Dad,
but
what about we put the goats on the hill?
well, let's clear some of the creek so you guys can play. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah, that sound cool? So I just walked up to the bees and there is some movement, but there's a lot of dead bees out here.
Dead bees?
So
What's in this dead bees?
I'm pretty nervous to open it up. Hopefully they're just not all dead in there. Maybe it did get pretty cold the other night. I'm hoping it didn't just shock them and maybe they're just all dead in there, but if we have time, I'll open it up. There is some movement, so that is some good news. Watch out for the string. You'll see, yeah. So what I did last time to get more area out of this net is I used a single wire and I connect both ends, and I just used our pasture fence as the third side. What I'm going to do this time is run a double wire in the middle of the creek. So goats aren't a big fan of water, so I'm hoping that will serve as a border, and then I'll have a double double line electric in the middle of it. That way I can cover more area and give them more brush to eat.
What?
You snack? Alright, so I want to show you what my idea is. And this might work or it might backfire on me. So we have our overgrown creek that I'm going to have the goats start to work on. We have one side of the Premier One fence over there and the other one here. In theory, the creek is going to be the boundary on this side. So I'm also going to put a single wire across here. In theory, I'm hoping they don't go under it or even jump it. So I'll have two boundaries for them right here. That way we can stretch out our fence so much further instead of just the normal circle. So in theory, it should work. It worked over there. Let's hope it works over here. Alright, so me and the boys, we got the fence set up. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing with this poly wire. Now, like I said, I'm going to try to use this creek as a boundary. I'm going to use this poly wire. I'm going to go from that end to that end, and I'm going to probably do a couple rows, and then I got a bunch here. I don't feel like cutting some more, so I might just reinforce this fence, crisscross, and just make sure they don't get out. I hope it works. I'm just going to let it overnight. I might wake up a little bit extra early just in case they're roaming the pasture. That way I can get them in and figure out what to do with them before I have to head to work. Okay, so I had enough poly wire to get 3 rows going across. Now, we just got to see if I hooked it up right. I should have everything connected to make one big circuit. So let's turn on our Solar Pack 6 and see how I did. Nope, the fence is on and it's hot. Nice. Needles in the green, which means it's good. All I gotta do now is get their hut in here and give them some food so they know to stay right here.
Okay, let me see quick. Daddy is super fun. How you do that, Dad?
You gotta eat your food.